Trucking with Trentissimo. These political experiments are really fictions, okay? You got the kingdom of God, then you got a bunch of knockoffs. And I don't care the level of it. If it doesn't honor Jesus as the ultimate judge, king, pharaoh, however you want to look at it, a judge renders justice. A king or a pharaoh executes on the law, but in a way the pharaoh himself is considered the law. In Egyptian cultures, they worship the pharaoh as a god. So I'm doing my best to play handicap for folks, because in part that's how golf works. You just want to have the communion and you assign a handicap so the best player doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. But the truth is, I've had my fill with the Alabama State Bar, including the Supreme Court itself. Y'all plumb stupid to me. See, I'm 46 years old. I studied into the bar, basically. Started when I was a teenager. And the fact that y'all are too stupid to do away with state agent immunity. And during my time, Clay Hornsby took a case up that was primed to put some limitations on this misapplication of law. But y'all don't want to fix it because you're plumb stupid. And I've said it. I'm saying it right now. And it's considered unethical to talk negatively about the court at some level, but then at the same time you have to speak constitution. So you folks, through mass incarceration and civil forfeitures, are maintaining a fiction of justice. You're too stupid to know that the reason you have the longest living constitution in active government history is because you don't know how to apply law. You've closed your courts. You don't have open courts anymore. That's a joke. Expanded from trying to protect minors and some privacy to total stupidity and closed courts. Okay? So you haven't taught me anything. When the UN statistics say that you folks are housing 80% of a corpus that should not be housed, otherwise known as unlawful detention, and you accept it, you're extending slavery into my generation, and I don't tolerate it. And when you allow stupid people like Steve Marshall to have cruel and unusual punishment of a gas chamber, you people are plumb lazy and stupid. You're too lazy to do the necessary introspection to be a constitutional human yourself. You don't value life. You don't value liberty because you're wicked and you fear people being free. And you don't value property because you don't know the hard, common value way of working. So that's who you are, Alabama Supreme Court, because Jeremy McIntyre is a Nazi socialist. He tolerated theft and conspired with it. I signed not guilty in Latin in my name to a fake, false, bullshit, bogus fact pattern. And you unconstitutional Alabama Supreme Court, quote, sanctioned me denying the allegations of a bogus bullshit fact pattern by texting my ex-wife. So y'all are thieves is what you are. You steal the lives of people day by day. You steal the liberty of people by creating your bogus class systems, telling the police they can execute or abuse citizens. If they have a gun, maybe you can shoot them. If they flinch when your knee is on their back, maybe you can beat them a little more. No, you failed to stand up when you had the chance to cite cases constitutionally and bring revision because you're so plumb Protestant stupid or aristocratic, atheistic stupid. That's who you are, Alabama State Bar. My name is Trenton Garner. Now, you have a good remnant of trial lawyers and judges, but in my regard, when you use my name, you are plumb stupid and defamatory, including your bar journal, you low IQ people. You're so low IQ you have to sit and think about how to revise things because you can't speak off cuff because you have a low intelligence quotient. Then I get diagnosed as a certified genius and you handicap me out of your corrupt, low IQ, low moral bar. So thank you, Alabama Supreme Court, in the name of Sonny Hornsby and in the name of Roy Moore, who both were honest judges. You may not like them, okay? You don't have to like somebody to evaluate the way they think legally. Okay, they were constitutional chief justices. In their name, I rebuke the current Alabama Supreme Court and the corrupt Roman Shaw and Jeremy McIntyre criminal administration. You are conspiring with crime, you thieves. And when you conspired, Dirty Jeremy, with sexual harassment and me being threatened with a gun while I was being stolen from, you entered into a realm of hell that is by choice. You free will agents are choosing these decisions. So I'm giving them to you in advance. The real Chief Justice is Jesus, and you're going to stand before him, you plumb stupid people. So I hope you convert to be a Catholic. See, none of you are that have given me a hard time. And let's just make it plain as it is, since I am a high-functioning, low-spectrum autistic lawyer, inactive, truck driver, teamster, dad of 5, exiled and alienated, and vet of the Army. Okay, you're so plumb stupid you couldn't find Christmas. Bye. Love you.